If you play Fortnite and you keep missing edits, whiffing shots, or just feel like your aim is off, it's not your sensitivity, it's most likely your crosshair placement. In today's video, I'll be telling y'all how to fix your crosshair placement, so let's hop right in. Now, all y'all need is one map for this to really practice this, and it's Mechanics Training V5. You should be able to find it. It is an amazing creative map. So yeah, just load that up. Now, once you load up the map, this is what you're going to see, and you're going to want to go right into the free build section. Now, I have 3 main points for y'all today on how to improve your crosshair placement. The first one isn't actually something you can do, but it's more of just a mindset, and that is to be slow and intentional when you're building or just playing Fortnite. There's no need to be fast yet. The goal isn't speed, it's just to control your crosshair. I know it sounds boring, but I promise you this will affect your gameplay so much. Instead of just when you're editing, just going like this and trying to look like Prime Mongrel, right? Just take it slow. Make sure you know where your crosshair is. And like, I'm moving at the same speed. I'm not moving any faster than I was before, but I'm way more controlled and I know exactly what I'm looking at. Okay, and now the first actual tip I got for y'all is just repetition of build patterns. And what I mean by that, I will show y'all some examples. So for example, a build pattern would just be like going into a creative map and just like maybe like, I mean, anything's a build pattern. This is a build pattern, you know what I'm saying? This is a build pattern, like doing a little cone edit into a triple edit. Finding build patterns like this, or like you could do this, right? Finding build patterns like this are very useful, and you want to grind these out. As boring as that might be, you want to grind these out. And the reason for it, you know, let's say when you start triple editing, you're all over the place like this, right? Like, as you continue to do it over time, and if you go back to the first tip with being slow and intentional, you can start, you know, really focusing on where your crosshair's at, and over time, you will get better and better at doing triple edits, right? This is the most important tip in the video for sure. Like, I mean, this will just improve your crosshair placement so fast. Combining the first tip with being slow and this tip with like different building patterns, like you could do this one. I mean, dude, your crosshair placement is going to improve so fast. Now, let me show you a good example versus a bad example of crosshair placement. Bad example would be this. You can see I'm moving my crosshair very wide. You know, I'm all over the place. A better example would be to take it slow. Just like that. How each of my movements is going into the next movement, you know, perfectly. Like I'm looking down, placing the floor back up. Okay, and the third and final tip is you're going to want to go to this remote and go to the edit section on this map. And if you look over here, you will see this part. And what you want to do is, it doesn't matter if you have a moving platform or not. If you want it to be a little harder, you can do moving platform. But if you're just starting, you can just do the normal one. And basically, I mean, you just edit this and make sure, you know, you're actually editing on the red line. You know what I'm saying? The red lines will tell you where your crosshair is supposed to be. So a bad example of this edit would be that. Or a bad example of this edit would be that. Bad example of this one would be like that. You want to make sure you're concise with your movement, and over time you will get better at this. You know what I'm saying? So here are a couple good examples, keeping it nice and tight. And you know, yes, I'm taking it slow, but over time you should be able to get faster at it and better at it without making mistakes. And this is obviously something I still need to work on, but my crosshair placement has gone so much better since I've started doing this. For like, I recommend doing this for like 10 minutes a day. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much all I have for this video. It's not a difficult concept whatsoever. You know, like I said, the main thing is just to be slow with it, and over time your crosshair placement will improve. It really isn't something that can drastically improve overnight. It is going to take time, but again, you know, focusing on going slow, doing certain build repetition every single day for, you know, 30 minutes. You can just bump those out while you're listening to music, and then doing this training thing in the map that I showed you guys will definitely help over time. And crosshair placement, in my opinion, is the most overlooked thing in Fortnite. So if you're missing shots or anything, it is most likely your bad crosshair placement. That's all I got for y'all. See you in the next one.